Hi everyone, hi Amy, hi Tony, hi Sheila. Hello everybody, good evening, hope everybody is keeping well. Thank you very much for joining me. It's a beautiful evening out. Let's hope this sunshine continues for a couple of days to come. We're just waiting for a few more people to join us and then we will get cracking. This evening's class is all exercise basically to get us stretching and moving, and as always there will be a little bit of strengthening work. You don't need any equipment at all, and if you've never done Pilates before, don't worry about it, give it a go. Main thing is, with your movements, go as you feel comfortable. If anyone's carrying any injuries because I can't see you, I know you'll be sensible and just move as you feel comfortable. But the main thing is, just go with it and just enjoy it. It's going to be 30 minutes. I know sometimes I run over, so obviously if you've got plans, I don't think many of us have, feel free to finish beforehand. But yeah, let's just go with it. We've got some good chilled music on, and yeah, we can just get ourselves nice and relaxed on a Thursday. So I'll just give everyone a moment just to get themselves sorted. Maybe as well just have a glass of water to hand because it is quite hot this evening, so just make sure you keep yourself well hydrated as well. Alright, and then we'll get going. Hi Mel, hi Jane, hi Sabina, oh brilliant, hi Karen, hi Ramla, hi Dirkle, fabulous, we've got loads of people joining, brilliant. Right guys, can everyone hear me okay as well sound wise, just before I go and get started? And I've changed the view this week so we can look out at the trees. It's a bit better than my wall. Perfect. Right everyone, so we will get started. So as always, I want you to just find yourself a nice comfortable position. We're going to just let ourselves take a moment to get settled into the class this evening. So I want you to bring your hands onto your lower ribcage area and just check in with those neck and shoulder muscles. So we just want to make sure they're nice and relaxed and switched off. As always, we're going to start with 4 deep breaths, taking a big inhale through the nose, and as we exhale, breathing out through the mouth. The idea as we're breathing out is to get lots of movement and lovely oxygen down into the lower ribcage area, so we're getting that nice expansion. And as we exhale, just let everything go and let go of any tension we might be holding on to. Okay, so when you're ready, away we go. So we're going to breathe in and out. Breathing in and out. 2 more here for a nice big inhale. And out. And last one there, real big inhale. And exhaling out. Lovely, releasing those hands, beginning to roll the shoulders. So again, just starting to warm up the upper back, the neck area, releasing any tension away. And we're just going to do 3 more, 2 and 1. Now we're going to soften those knees slightly, and I want you to keep equal weight between both feet. We're going to start with the left side, and we're going to roll our left shoulder backwards and hold it down, so we're creating tension through that shoulder. We're then going to side bend towards the left until we get that real nice stretch through the ribcage. We then come round, so we're rolling into a forward bend. Now, if for whatever reason you know you're not allowed to flex through your spine or it's not comfortable, you can hold your hand position on your knee and maintain a nice flat back. Everyone else, if you know you're comfortable flexing through your spine, I want you to release those hands towards your toes, chin relaxed towards the chest, and then slowly we're going to push through the feet, through the legs, straighten ourselves up and give those shoulders another little roll. Okay? And then we go to the right side. So we're going to soften those knees. We're going to roll the right shoulder back and hold it down, creating that nice tension. We're going to side bend down to the right, fingertips towards the mat. We're going to roll forward. So it might be you hold yourself at the knee position, keeping that flat back, or it might be that you're releasing those hands down towards the feet. From here then, we're going to push through the feet, grow it tall, and when we come up, we're going to release those shoulders. And we're going to do 2 more rounds on each side. So soften those knees. Left shoulder rolls back and down. Into that side bend to the left. Slowly round into that forwards roll. Holding at the knee or releasing the fingertips to the mat. Chin relaxing a little bit more to the chest to release that tension from the neck. Drawing in those lower tummy muscles towards the spine. We press through both feet. We lengthen through the legs, through the lower back, the upper back. Lift the head, roll those shoulders. And again, we soften those knees. Right shoulder rolls back and down into our right side bend. Slowly round into that forwards bend. Releasing those hands down. And just take a moment to feel that lengthening through the spine, that lovely opening. Stretch. Push through the feet. Tummy muscles draw in as we grow tall. Feel those muscles lengthening. And then final one on each side as we soften those knees. Left shoulder rolls back and down into our left side bend. See, can we reach to the floor a little millimetre further? We roll round and forward. Hands on the thigh or releasing those hands a little bit closer to the mat. We then lengthen through the legs, through the spine, taking it up. Opening those shoulders. And then final one as we roll that right shoulder back and down. Side bending to the right. Feeling that reach and that lengthen. Coming round into that lovely forwards bend. Hopefully reaching a little bit further if we feel comfortable too. Pressing through those feet as we grow tall and lengthen. Come up and open. Wonderful, right, we've got that spine moving. So we're going to take the feet a little bit wider. We're going to take those hands behind the head and we're going to bend the elbows just so that we can see the elbows in our peripheral vision. We're going to soften those knees, equal pressure between both feet. We're going to side bend now, bringing the right elbow down towards the mat. We're going to come back to center and we're going to side bend, bringing the left elbow down to the left side of the mat and back to center. So key thing here is really gluing those feet down to the mat as we come into our side bend so that we're getting that lovely stretching movement through the rib cage. And we're going to add in some breathing. So exhaling, inhaling back, exhaling, inhaling back. Super, keep it going. Exhale, inhaling back, exhale, inhaling back. And if anyone's finding that a bit too much, release the hands. And what you can do is just that simple side stretch then. So if your shoulder wasn't happy with the elbows tucked up, feel free to keep that going there. Okay, and we're just going to do a few more each way as we side flex, back to center, and side flex, and back to center. One more each way. Exhaling, inhaling back to center, and exhaling, inhaling back to center. And then we're going to straighten those legs. So this time we're going to rotate the body. So we take the breath in to prepare. We exhale, rotate to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, rotate to the right. Inhale, back to center. We exhale, rotate, and inhale, back to center, and exhale, and inhale. So just going with what feels comfortable for the body. Again, if that feels a bit too much, we can just leave the hands down and continue that rotation with the hands a little bit more relaxed. It's all about getting that gorgeous twist through the spine, especially during these times. Sometimes we maybe not be as active as we normally would be, quick to stiffen up. And we're just going to do 2 more each way. Exhaling. Inhaling, brilliant. Last one each way. And just see if your body feels happy to go that little bit further with each twist. And when we come back to center, just release. Taking those hands now above the head, we're going to reach those fingertips to the ceiling. We're just going to slowly pull down the right hand and reach that left hand, and then release as we stretch the right hand up, pull down on the left. So the idea is you're feeling that tension and that pulling as we're reaching, and just starting again to get those muscles around the upper back and the shoulder mobilizing and moving. Perfect. And breathing wise for now, we're just going to inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Super. 2 more each way. And then release those hands and relax. Lovely. So bringing those feet back into our neutral position, we want to ensure that we've got the ankles, knees and hips all stacked in good alignment. Hands can just stay on the hips for now, and I want you to think about creating that length through your spine, through your neck, as if someone's pulling a little piece of string on the top of your head a little bit taller. And we're just going to come into our heel raises. So imagining a line between your second and third toe. I want you to push up onto the balls of the feet nice and slowly, and then release it again. So sometimes as we come up, the weight might be on the outside and you feel your heels flicking away. So I want you to really focus on that good form. So don't worry about how high you go. It is a little bit of a balance challenge, so if you feel a bit wobbly, stay with a smaller heel raise. But this is really good at working our calf muscles. So for anyone doing a lot of walking, running at the moment, really good little strength and conditioning exercise. So keep the hands on the hips if you're feeling happy there. If you want to challenge your balance a bit more with the next one, reach those arms up and then slowly release. Reaching up, slowly release. So we exhale the arms up and we inhale to release. Perfect. And we're going to do 6 more. Well done. 5 more. Lovely. 4 more. And 3. Brilliant. 2 more. And on the final one, if you can, we're going to hold it up there. So I want you to hold that position up on the balls of the feet, arms raising. Can we keep it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release. Oh, give those feet a good stretch out. Well done, everyone. Brilliant. So now on to a little bit of hip opening work. We're going to take that weight through our right leg, and with our left foot, I'm going to give you 2 options depending on how you feel. So first option is we keep the ball of the left foot on the mat, and then we're just rotating that left knee out to the side, so we're feeling that stretch through the groin area, and then we're rotating it back to center. Okay. Second option, we bring our left foot onto the flashy bit of the calf muscle, and again, keeping the knee centered to begin with, we open up that hip, and then we slowly release. So see which way feels good for yourself. You can always drop it down if it feels a bit too much. Create that length through the spine, and then we're going to get off together. So we're going to exhale and open, and we're going to inhale, release. Exhale, inhale, release. So trying to keep that pelvis as level as possible, getting those balance receptors working. And again, we can keep the hands on the hips, or if you're feeling confident, we can take those hands overhead, pushing the palms together, and continue that rotation. Super. And we're going to do 5 more. Well done. And 4. Brilliant. 3 more. Last 2. And just a real nice way to open up that hip. So go a little bit further if you can. Hold it on that last one. And then release and relax. Lovely. So again, we're going to come straight over to the left side. So weight through that left leg. Right foot, we can have the ball of the foot on the floor and just rotate from here. Or if you're feeling able, bring your foot onto the calf muscle, starting with that knee facing the forward position. And again, just check in with that pelvis to make sure we feel nice and level. Chest is lifted, we've got that length through the neck and spine. And as you're ready, we're going to open that knee out. And we're going to slowly bring it back to center. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. And inhaling. So again, real lovely opener of the hip muscles, giving the groin a good stretch. Keep yourself nice and balanced if you can, so you might want to keep your hands on your hips, but if you want to, and we want to challenge ourselves, bring the hands overhead, push the palms together, and actively pushing those hands together, just let to feel a little bit of tension created in the bicep area as well. Exhaling, inhaling. And as always, one side compared to the other might feel a little bit trickier. When I'm balancing on my left, that's always my wobbly side. So pick a little point on the floor to focus on if that helps. And we're going to go for 4 more. Super. And 3. Lovely. 2 more. And then final 1. And then release and relax. Give those foot muscles a little stretch through. Perfect. And then we're going to take those feet nice and wide. So again, we want to ensure that great alignment in the lower leg. So we want the heels with that imaginary line between them. We want the toes at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. And from here, we're going to go into our wide squats. So again, keep that chest lifted. We're going to start with the palms facing away from us. And as we come down, we're going to float those arms to shoulder height and then release those hands down. So as always with your squat technique, just a few little points for you to check in with. So make sure we've got that weight through the heels, so we're avoiding that overload on the kneecap area. Keep a little lift in the arch of each foot, so we avoid the knees knocking in and too much weight coming through the inside of the arch of the foot. And go as low as you feel comfortable. So everyone's got a different depth that feels good for them. Anyone with any knee issues, squats are a really good way to get yourself stronger, but it might be you just go down a tiny bit and back up. Anyone else who's happier, you can go as low as you feel comfortable. And we're going to keep that going. So we're going to exhale down, inhale back up, exhaling, inhaling, super. So use that breath to give you that release. Keep those hands nice and relaxed, arms floating and releasing, super. Lovely. And let's go for 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 more. And on that last one, we're going to hold it. So you might hold it up here. Oh, we're going to come down nice and low for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Well done. Woo! It's a warm night tonight. Hopefully, we're all feeling a little bit more warmed up after that. Give those heels a little flick to your bottom, just to loosen up. Okay. And we've got one more little bit of work in that wide squat position. So again, give yourself a moment, toes out, and nice equal weight through both feet. Now this time, don't worry, we're not going down as low. So we're going to just soften the knees to where we're comfortable, roughly about halfway. Chest is still lifted, that length through the spine. We're going to peel that left heel up, and then down, and then the right heel up, and then down. So anyone who joined me a couple of weeks ago, you'll remember this exercise fondly. So the purpose here is that we keep that nice level pelvis, and our upper body is super relaxed and not having to do the work. What this is really good at doing is targeting our deeper calf muscle, the soleus muscle. So again, walkers, runners, good one to do during the week. Ideally, 12 repetitions, 2 or 3 sets, a couple of times, 3-4 times a week. Really good way to keep that muscle conditioned. So, we're going to keep to single heel lifts. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit further, bring those hands to shoulder level. Keep that position, but see, can you lift both heels and then release? Both heels and then release. So if anyone's finding that a bit too much on the knee, you can always straighten the legs and just do some little heel lifts there. See what feels good for yourselves, okay? And we're going to do 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, well done. 4, 3, 2, 1, woo, and release. Let's give those calves a good stretch out. So, starting with that left foot forward, right leg behind. Make sure both toes are pointing forward. We're bending the front knee, keeping that back heel glued to the mat. And just take a moment to let that breath recover, let that calf muscle stretch out. And if you're happy to, interlock those fingers at shoulder height. I want you to push the hands away, and then slowly taking both hands up above the head. So you're getting that lovely upper back stretch. Let that breath just come and go as it pleases. And then releasing those hands, super. And let's change legs now. So right leg comes forward, left leg behind. Bending that front knee, back leg stays straight, gluing the heel down to the mat. We take those hands up in front of the shoulder. We push those hands away. And we slowly push those hands up above the head, getting that lovely upper back release. Holding it there. Letting that breath just come and go. And then slowly release. Super, well done guys. Okay, so we're going to try a little bit of a back release now. So posterior back, hamstrings, all that chain of muscles we're going to work on. I'm going to give you a few different options so you can see what feels good for yourself. So, first option, which is the easy option, is going back to our deadlift maneuver that we were doing last week. So, we keep feet pointing forwards, hip width apart, hands on the front of the thigh, and all we're doing is keeping the eyes forward. We're hinging the hip, so we send the bottom backwards. We bend the knee ever so slightly, but the key thing here is keeping that back nice and flat. And then we release and stand up. So the idea is we breathe out as we stick our bottom out, hinge at the hip, and we breathe in to release. Okay? So it's just that little deadlift technique we were doing last week. So that's your level 1. Level 2, we've got a little bit more to add in. So first of all, we take the hands up above the head, relaxing the shoulders into the sockets. From here, we do hinge at the hip, sticking the bottom out, but we reach the arms forward. So if you imagine you've got a stick up your back, we're keeping our spine nice and straight, we're creating that length, and as we reach those arms forward a little bit more, push the feet into the mat, we feel that tension building in the hamstrings, in the lower back. We then reach up to lengthen and straighten and release the hands. Okay, we'll go through that again. So we reach those hands up above the shoulders. We send the hips back into our hip hinge, slightly softening the knee. Eyes down at the mat, hands reaching forward. Glue those feet into the mat, feeling that tension in the hamstrings and lower back. We then lengthen up tall and we release. So pick the first option, the second option, and let's go with some breathing. So we inhale, exhale into our hip hinge. Inhale to lengthen and hold. Exhale to grow tall. And release. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and hold in that hip hinge. Exhale back up. And release. Lovely. 2 more rounds as we inhale. Exhale. Inhale and lengthen those arms away. Exhale, release. And then last one here as we inhale. Exhale. See if we can push those arms and lengthen away. Inhale to hold. Exhale, come up. And slowly release. Super. Now we're going to walk it down onto the mat into downward dog, and I'm going to give you a few options from here. So we're just going to let ourselves fall down onto the mat, softening the knees, walking those hands out. We want the hands shoulder width apart, spreading the fingers down into the mat, and we want the hips, feet roughly hip width apart, shoulder relaxed between the hip. Anyone who's not happy in this position, we can just simply come down, hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips, toes relaxed. And from here, you can work into our cat-cow. So round in the upper back, and then simply looking forward and curling through the tailbone. So just taking a few rounds of cat-cow, and when I start adding in some leg movements from your cat-cow, you can just take it into some leg extension work. And again, if people aren't happy on the wrists, you can come into the forearms and take your leg extension work from here. Okay, so that's your easy level. The rest of us now, we're going to take it back up into our downward dog. Okay, so we've got those hands in position, feet in position. I want you to really think about lifting that bottom high. Now from here, we're going to bend the right knee, drop the left heel to the mat. We're then going to drop that right heel down and bend that left knee. And again, please feel free to drop down as you wish, guys. But we're getting that lovely stretch again through the back line muscles, through our calf, our hamstrings. Super. So just have a play around with what feels good. You might even want to drop both heels down towards the mat, creating that lovely V shape with your body, lifting that bum high. Don't worry if the heels don't go all the way down, guys. Just all about working with what feels comfortable. And from here then, taking it back into those little knee bends, heel drops. Again, seeing if you can keep the pelvis still, avoiding any rotation. Now from here, I want you to keep yourselves in downward dog. And we're going to change it up a little bit. You're going to lift your right leg just slightly up into the air and behind you, opening up the hip. You're going to bend your left knee slightly and bring that right knee in towards the chest, hovering above the mat to hold. We're then going to release that right leg back out behind us, opening that hip a little bit more if we can. Bring that right knee back towards the chest, hover and hold, and lengthen that leg away. So people in cat-cow, you can start doing your leg extensions. Last time, right knee in towards the chest, hover and hold, and then lengthen the leg out, return to the mat. So drop down and rest as we need to, guys, okay. If we can, straight back into that left side. So left leg reaches out behind us. We bring that left knee to the chest, hover to hold. We lengthen that left leg out again, opening up that hip. Bring that left knee to the chest, hover and hold. And then one last time, reaching that left leg away, open. Bring that left knee in and hold. And then resume that downward dog position, dropping the heels down towards the mat. And then when you're ready, guys, bring the knees down and stretch out into shell. Super. And just allow yourselves that lovely recovery. Nice big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And if you can, to give yourself an extra stretch through the hips, you can let those knees actually rotate out, bring the feet together, reach the hands forward, and just let the lower back area just have that lovely stretch. Nice big inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And one last time, big inhale, big exhale, and release. Super, guys, right, let's walk it back in. So, we've given ourselves a real good workout there, and we're going to move on to a little bit of gluteal work. As always, we love the glutes. So, I want you to lie to your side. I want you to make sure your ankles are in line with the hips, and you just support your head with the hand. If you can, keep a tiny little gap between your waist and the mat if that's possible, and if your head isn't happy here, you can just let it relax down. So we're going to start with our clam level 1. So we're going to open the top knee, keeping the ankles together, and then slowly release. And we exhale as we open, and we inhale as we lower. So just make sure that spine stays nice and neutral, we're not overly rotating. If you've done this before, guys, and level 1 feels good, take those ankles up off the mat, and we're going to open that knee. Again, making sure, especially at this level, we're not overly rotating that pelvis. Exhaling, inhaling down, exhaling, inhaling down. And just another little bit to watch is that shoulder. So you can keep your hand on your hip, hand on the mat, whatever feels good for you, but just make sure we're not tensing. Okay? Now we're going to do 3 more, and then we're going to add in a little bit of side kick work. Well done. Now stop and rest if you need to. If not, on the next one we're going to open, kick that leg away, ankles back together and knees together. Open that knee, kick away, ankles back together and close. So again, if that's starting to feel your glutes are having enough, you can drop the legs onto the mat and work from there, guys. So obviously you know your own body. If you're happy to, give yourself that little push. We're nearly done, we've just got a few minutes left. Super. And let's go for 4 more. Well done. And 3. Last 2. Last 1. And release. Give yourselves a pat, well done. Find a little bit of glute work on there. We're going to lengthen that leg out. We're going to keep the ankle at hip level. We're going to lift up and down, forwards and back to centre. Up and down, forwards and back to centre. So just a little bit more gluteal work. If Imagine on that forward lift, or that glide, you're running that leg over a glass coffee table. So you're trying to keep that smooth, precise movement each time we lift and each time we glide, okay? And we're just gonna do 4 more. Well done. And 3. And 2. And 1. Woo, and release. Good job, guys. Right, come and have a sit up. We're gonna switch sides now. So again, you can keep yourself in that supported position or let the head relax, whatever feels good for yourself. Make sure the ankles are in line with the hips. Tiny little gap between your waist and the mat to keep those abdominals working. And let's start with level 1. So ankles together, we're gonna lift that top knee, slowly release. So exhaling, inhaling. So just let that breath recover. And when you're ready, exhale with the effort. Inhale to release. Super. And if you're happy there, please stay there at level 1. If you feel you want to challenge yourself, lift up those ankles. Ensure that spine is in that lovely neutral position. We're not overly rotating the pelvis. And keep it going there. For 5 more. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Now on the next round, guys, have a rest, but if you can, we're going to open. Out to side kick. Ankles together, close the knee. Open, kick, together and close. Keep it going. Feeling those glute muscles on fire. Whew. Brilliant, well done. Let's go for 4 more. Well done. And 3. Super, 2 more. And then final 1. Woo. And release and relax, well done. Last bit of hard work, guys. We're going to go straight into it. Lengthen that top leg so the ankle is in line with the hip. We're going to lift that leg up, back to center, forwards halfway, and back to center. Up and down, forwards and back. Up and down, forwards and back. And imagine that real precise line that you're drawing up and down, forwards and backwards each time. Feeling those gluteal muscles working now. And we've got 5 more left in us. I know you've got it. Keep it going. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! And relax. Right, let's stretch it out. Have a lie on your back. Let's take that left heel up and over onto the opposite knee. Push that knee away. And at the same time, reach those hands overhead. Stretching those fingertips away. And then if you're happy to, I want you to interlock the hands around the back of the right thigh. Push that left knee away. Chin to chest stretch. Nice stretch in our piriformis muscle. Release our heads down, relax, and then change over, guys. So right heel up and over on the left knee. Push that left knee away. Right knee away, rather. You might find that feels enough there for you. If you want a deeper stretch, interlock the hands behind the left thigh. Push that right knee away. You can always bring chin to chest if you're happy with your neck there. Super. And then just release yourself down. Give the knees a little hug in, little roll. Massaging the lower back area. Little rock side to side. And then just take your time. If you want as a little bit of a fun last bit, rather than roll onto your side, which you can do and sit up, if you can, there is an exercise in Pilates called rolling like a ball. So basically, without using too much momentum and without your feet touching your mat, see if you can bring yourself up into sitting and then slowly roll down. Okay? So don't worry, you don't have to do this, you can just sit yourself up and get ready for our next stretch. If you want a little bit of fun, the other bit you can do is let go and see if you can manage it without holding on. So another little way to train the core muscles. Right, let's do 1 more. Woo. And then release. Alright, into our last little bit of stretching, guys. So, right leg is out in front of us. We're going to cross that left leg over. Equal weight on both sitting bones. Left knee is coming over towards the right shoulder. And if you want, you can create that twist through the left side of the body. Brilliant. Coming back to center, we change over. So right leg comes up and over, hugging that right knee towards the left shoulder, and again, creating that little rotation through the right side of the body, just to where we feel comfortable. And then last one on each side, so take it away, around. And then as we come back over, guys, see, can we push it a tiny bit further if we feel happy to. And then bringing the soles of the feet together, let those muscles on the inside of the thigh really open up and stretch out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close those knees. Let's come back up into standing as we come into our final stretches. So feet wide at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. Knees soft, hands crossed in front as we inhale. Nice big exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 3 more here. And exhale. Big inhale. And exhale. And final one. Nice big exhale. And release and relax. And well done. Woo! Fabulous work as always. That was a hot one, so I hope you've got something nice and cold, chilled in the fridge, whatever your favourite tipple is of a Thursday evening. As always, thank you very much for joining me. Any comments, any feedback, please put it up on here as well. And I'm planning to post up a few more specific videos over the weekend with the Pilates Circle and the band, so watch this space. Alright, enjoy the rest of the evening, guys. Take care. See you later. Bye-bye.